Happy Friday. Happy Friday to all of you. And I mean all of my 1,012 subscribers. Yeah, I got 1,012 subscribers. It is so crazy to me how the algorithm makes your subscribers go up and down. But I hope I regain back those subscribers that I did have. But I am still so stinking proud to have the many subscribers that I do have, because I did not think that was going to be possible, but you guys thought otherwise. So I really don't have much that I want to do today. I don't want to go to the bookstore. I've been to the bookstore on my last vlog or so. So I really don't want to visit the bookstore to actually buy something. But if I do visit the bookstore, it'll probably be just to browse, just to see what they have. And I hope to the good Lord above I don't buy anything. I do not buy anything because I need to give it a break for a little bit. I bought books yesterday from Walmart. And then today I went to Walmart in Tallahassee and I bought 2 books. So that's 4 books that I bought in the last 2 days. So I need to give it a break. There is one book that I would love to get. I want to see if like one of the bookstores have it. I might look it up, or most likely I'll probably end up ordering off of Amazon. And let me see if I can look it up on my Amazon, because like I did save it in my cart to see what the name of it is. I was actually like looking, I was on TikTok, and there is this guy, I don't even remember his name, but he was also on TikTok, and he was talking about the books that he really did enjoy. And I think this book that I am speaking of is like a historical fiction book. I'm trying to download Amazon on my iPad. I don't have my cell phone with me in this book room, so I can't really look it up unless this app downloads on my iPad. But if I get a book this weekend, it will be that book. But what we are going to do this weekend, today and tomorrow, is we're going to read. I am going to read, and then I am going to talk to you guys about the books that I have read. Like I said, I don't have much going on for this vlog because I'm just really taking it easy. Not planning on doing a whole bunch of anything but reading. So I did get this app to pull up on my iPad. So I'm going to see if I can look this book up for you guys. I'm going to tell you guys what it is, but I'm also going to put it up on the screen. And I don't have it in my cart. Let's see if I can pull it up, because I don't really remember the name of it. So let me see. Uh-oh. Nope, I don't think that is it. Oh gosh, guys, I'm so upset because I thought I actually saved it in my cart. It's a Buffalo something. Dang, I hate that. Because it was a book that I was... Oh, the Buffalo Hunter. That's it. I'm going to pop it up on the screen somewhere. But it's called the Buffalo Hunter. And I want to say that this is a historical fiction book. Y'all quote me if I'm wrong down in the comments. But I want to say this is a historical fiction book. And this guy that I just happened to be strolling through TikTok. And he was talking about the books that he had on his bookshelf. And everybody got in a conversation. You know how us bookish people do. Everybody got in a conversation and they asked him what would be his best historical fiction book that he has read. And he said Buffalo Hunter by Stephen Graham Jones. On Amazon, the hardback is $27 and the paperback is $26. I don't know if I will actually order it on Amazon or not. I want to see like if the bookstores have it, because sometimes I'm very impatient when it comes down to getting my books. Like if I want that book right then, I would rather go to the bookstore to get it. But if not, I will just order it off of Amazon. But it is the Hunter Killer series book, and that is book 1. I don't know, and I did not realize that it was a series when the guy was talking about it. So I'm just wondering if that is like a standalone series, or if it's just, they're just saying series 1. So you guys let me know down in the comments if you like that book, if it is a true series, or if it's just one book to that series. I was looking, and like, I always like to look on Goodreads. I like to look on the reviews on Amazon to just see what people, or how people feel about the book. And I see a lot of 5 stars for this book, y'all. A lot of 5 stars. Great book. Fast delivery. This is Amazon. Great. Very good historical fiction horror. It can be challenging to read at times, but well worth it. One aspect of the book reminded me of a detail from my favorite vampire, that's right, vampire novel, The Fifth House of the Heart. That is also something that the guy said, something about vampires. I do not see how, by looking at this cover, I do not see how like vampires will actually like play a role in this book. But I did remember him say something about vampires. The cover of the book, y'all, gorgeous. Love it. I love the cover of the book. And that is also something that, you know, tips me off to buy a book, especially if somebody is actually talking about that book. So that is on my radar to get. And I hope I'll be able to get it, even if I have to like order it off of line. That'll be okay. I'll just have to wait for it to come in the mail. And guys, I don't know about you, but Amazon, I love ordering my books from Amazon. I love searching for books on Amazon, because that is where I see a lot of my indie authors, and I just love to read books by authors who have not gotten that hype yet. I get that from Shaughnessy. I love when she does her vlogs, because she always have a book that I have never ever freaking seen before, especially when she has her Amazon orders. Now, some of the covers of those books, they would not make me buy the book. And that's what I like about her. Like, she'll say it too, like the cover is not the best or whatever, but I just feel like this book will be interesting. I want to get to the point where I do that. I want to do my Amazon haul by buying books from Amazon and just waiting on them to come to my house. Me, like I said, y'all already know how I am. I want book in hand, even though I got a ton of books to choose from until those books get here. So that is my challenge, and that will be a vlog challenge that I am going to put myself on, is giving you guys a Amazon haul of books that I actually found on Amazon. So that means I will have to order books, I will have to wait on them to come, and then I will have to wait until I have enough of them to come on and give you guys the Amazon haul. So y'all hold me to that, okay? But anyway, if you guys are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Become a book member of this channel and this glorious family. Y'all, when I tell you guys that the family here is great, the family here is great. We all get along. We all love the same thing. And we love to talk to each other. And that is the best thing about this book community. And guys, tons of books. Books are everywhere. Books, 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 books. So everybody has a different book that they are talking about or want to talk about every time we are on talking about books. And I love it. I stinking love it. So guys, drop down in the comments. Please let me know any book recommendations that you guys want me to pick up. You guys can drop down in the comments. We can communicate that way, or you can DM me on Instagram or TikTok. If you would like to buddy read any books, I would love to buddy read with a couple of you guys. I already have one person that is asking me to buddy read, and I think she kind of likes the same types of books that I like. So I will have to get back with her on my DM on Insta and pick a book to read with her, so that we can get this buddy reading done. I think that is just so cool. I buddy read with one other person, and the ball kind of like got dropped some kind of way. So it really didn't feel like a buddy read, but I don't know. I'll try another person, see if they want to buddy read something, and we'll just go from there. So I'm gonna pop the pictures up in the screen. The few books that we're going to read during this vlog. The first one is a book that I'm already in the middle of, and it's a Lake. It's book 3 of the Eisenberg Effect series. Y'all, I thought book 1 and 2 was gorgeous, great writing, great banter, great dialogue, great descriptions, and just make you feel like you are a part of the family. Book 3, Lake, and B, y'all, I think I'm like almost 50% into this book, and whoa, Lake, listen, if I was into that hardcore busy man, drug life, you know, all those types of things, if I was into that, I would fall in love with Lake. I'm not even gonna lie. I would fall in love with Lake. I already fell in love with Luca in the first book. Lyric, she is my girl. Kenwee, who is her actual husband now. Listen, y'all, all of these characters in these books are like men that you can just picture as a man that you would want in your own freaking life, y'all. When I tell you guys, Great Huffington wrote this book, or these books. Great Huffington did their thing in this Eisenberg Effect series. I'm not gonna lie. I was at the doctor's office with my mom today, and she had like an appointment for a shot. Then she had an appointment for physical therapy. Listen, I was rolling them pages on that ebook, on that Kindle. I was rolling them pages because I was like, oh my God. Listen, when I say Lake don't play about B, Lake don't play about B. I love this book. And like during the time that I was there, guys, I would like just bust out and go to laughing. And people would just look at me like, and you know, I could see my peripheral visions. I wouldn't even look up because I was still just reading this book. This book is hella good. It is up in the screen. I hope I remember to put it up, which I will. I ain't gonna do y'all like that. But I love that book. Loved it. Or loving it. And a book that I just finished today, or late last night, early this morning, because I did get up at like 5 o'clock to read, is Losing Sight. I will put that up in the cards. I gave that book a 4.5 star. That book was pretty good. That was a pretty darn good book by Tati Richardson. I really did enjoy that book. That book had a lot of grief in it. It had a lot of sexual encounters in it. It had some professionalism with sports in it. And it had some downright grimy, just spicy scenes in it. It was super good. The dialogue in the book was hella good. It was just dialogue throughout the whole book. You never seen just one whole page of just words. It had quotation. I mean, it was just so good. The book made me feel proud to be a black woman that wears glasses, that has natural hair, and just can be successful in her life. Loved it. I really did enjoy that book. So basically, guys, it was about this girl, what was her name? Tanika, I want to say, and Gillian. She was a famous person in the journalism, not journalism, like in like a person that actually like does sports shows and stuff like that, like interview people and all the things. Anyway, she was very known in that industry, and she knew her worth. She knew her worth, and she was determined to get her worth regardless of what she had to do and what she had to go through. She had this thing about appearance because that is the way the job made her feel, that she could not wear her natural hair. She did not want to wear glasses because she did not want to have her appearance changed because of what they were doing to her during the time that this crazy ass guy wanted somebody else to be in her spot, basically. So anyway, so she ended up getting the glasses. She ended up meeting Gillian, and everything just starts to come together in her life. And I just thought it was just the cutest thing. I gave that book a 4.5 star. I loved it, and I would recommend anybody to read that book. So, what is the other book that we're going to be reading? I want to read the last one, At the Wedding. I don't know how to pronounce the author's name, but of course I'm going to pop that book up there. The last one, At the Wedding, I started reading that one during the time I was on TikTok with my TikTok family. And we were doing reading sprints. So guys, remember, follow me over there. I love to do reading sprints with you guys so that we can get some reading done. And that's mainly where I do a lot of my reading together with my family over there. But the last one, At the Wedding, just started it yesterday. The author wrote Hidden Pictures, and that book was chef's freaking kiss. 5 freaking stars. Love that book. The last one, At the Wedding, I thought it was going to be a slow burn, but it's actually picking up. I'm in chapter 7 in that book, and the book is actually picking up because her father has actually went to where his daughter is, and he just has like a bunch of suspicions. So with the way it has started out, I'm wondering why is it called The Last One at the Wedding, and very interested and intrigued to find out. So, that's book 2 that we're actually going to be reading. And I think that's all that we're going to read in this vlog. I have The Brothers Hawthorne by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. That book is not one of the best books out of that Inheritance Game series. I'm going to finish reading it, but I like the other books better than I like this one. I just really don't see where this book comes in that series. Maybe if I dig a little bit more deeper in reading it, maybe I will figure that out. But I just don't see where it fits in. It's like this book does not fit into what the other 3 books were about. Or yes, it does, but it doesn't. Anyway, I don't know if you guys understand that and feel me in that sense. But guys, I got to get back to reading Lake. Because I definitely know I will finish this book today. And then we will just move on to another book. But guys, I want to show you guys this because I bought this today. And I had always wanted to get me one of these. If you guys know, you know. It is called The Beast. And it is it's pretty much like a NutriBullet, except for, I guess the name is just different, but it has a whole lot of accessories to it. Like, this right here is actually like what you use when you are actually making the smoothie. And I just love it. I've always wanted one of these. I got the mini. I did not get the the mega one. I got the mini. The price made me get the mini because the bigger one was like $149. So I just chose to get the mini, which was $119, because also I need a mini for the space that's in or on my counter. But guys, I am going to read. I'm actually sitting here in my book room looking out the window, along with my little plants here and my disco ball. And I'm just going to enjoy the weather and the sun coming into this room. And I am going to read. I did get a few new items to go in my book room. I did get that, a little sign thingy that says chill. I really do like it. And then, of course, I think I showed you guys, but I did get this little lamp as well. So anyway, guys, my little book room is coming together even more and more. I keep adding different things to it because it's just what I want to do, and it is just coming out to look exactly the way I want it to look. On the last, no, it wasn't on the last vlog, but I did mention that I wanted to get a pillow and everything to go in this little cozy chair that I have here. So I did end up going to Walmart, picking this pillow up and then this throw blanket to actually go in that chair. And it fits so well because of the color coordination that I have in this room with my books. So it just makes that look just so much better. Anyway, in my opinion, it just makes it look so much better. There is so many other different things that I want to do in this book room as well. So I am truly not done with what I want to do in this book room, because there is just so much more things that I can actually put in here. So anyway, guys, like I said, I don't have much to say. I don't have much to do. Only thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna read together, guys, and then we could just talk about the books that I finished before this vlog is supposed to be over. So guys, thank you, and let's read.
Ceiling fan blowing cold breeze on your body. I can't tell you really what it is, but you got it. Makeup in the morning, you got dresses in your closet, but you grab them tight, you in love with being modest. You a move body giving center views. I'm just saying I'm amused, but you ain't even flexing. And you cool, tatted up, cover wounds, different vibe, you know improved, but you ain't even flexing. And you ain't gotta try too hard. Number one fan, your side, you applaud. Got me think about inside the walls. Words cut deep, it's like a sword. Making me better, you hotter than pepper, You with a big stepper who chasing a cheddar, All of these women, they not on your level, You like a mix of business and pleasure, You a move body giving center views. I'm just saying I'm amused, but you ain't even flexing. And you cool, tatted up, cover wounds, different vibe, you know improved, but you ain't even flexing. 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 But you ain't even flexing.
Imagine sun shining, pink clouds in the sky, and everything is right. Imagine stars lighting up the night, and a shooting star so vibrant, you have to make a wish. Nothing's ever in your way, scoring every shot you make. No, you've never heard of pain, because you're just high on life. Every day is Saturday. Life is sweet as birthday cake. Why can't it just stay this way? Like you wanted to, like you wanted to, like 24/7, like 24/24 heaven. Oh, like you wanted to, like a totally peaceful mind. Never need a second try. Know you get it right the very first time. It could be the best of days, it could be the best of times. Why do we need the troubles? Why? Why do we need the troubles? Why? Nothing's ever in your way. Scoring every shot you make. No, you've never heard of pain, because you're just high on life. Every day is Saturday. Life is sweet as birthday cake. Why can't it just stay this way? Like you wanted to, like you wanted to, like 24/7, like 24/24 heaven. Oh, like you wanted to, like you wanted to, like 24/7, like 24/24 heaven. Oh, instead I'm thinking of strangers, I'm thinking of haters, I'm thinking of laying down for a nap right here on the pavement. I'm thinking of payday, worried I won't make it. First I think of a delicate thing and then of a break it. I'm thinking of habits, yeah, all of the bad bits. Wish there was a sequel, not tell the good parts and I could have it. But mama says bad days unnecessary. The only way to notice a good day, and I guess it makes sense what she said. But I'm hoping for good days. Mama says bad days unnecessary, but I'm hoping for good days. I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on, I put my feet up, and we just sing along. And I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I watch you as you sleep. You don't know I'm looking. With you everything's complete. Do you know how much I love you? I put your favorite song on just to wake you up. When I dance around, I can't help but feeling, I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here?
Good morning, y'all. Happy Saturday. It is currently like a 9:27, and I got up this morning, took my bath. I always take a bath morning and night when my sister decides to grace her presence. It just makes me feel so much better and cleaner to take a bath morning and night. But good morning, happy Saturday again, guys. Today is going to be another day of just reading. I don't have anything in particular to do again. I don't want to go to the bookstore. I don't want to buy any books. I have so many books at hand, and I need to get through with some of these books. So if we do go shopping, we will go shopping on my bookshelf for a book to read together. Or I will go shopping on my bookshelf just to get some of you guys' thoughts on a book that I have in my radar to read, or just go shopping on my bookshelf. I don't know, but we will get out today. We will get out in my yard. We will read. I'm thinking about going to the park so that I can read. I'm thinking about going to a coffee shop so that I can read. But basically, I'm just reading. We're just reading these 2 days to get some of these books off of my physical TBR, because I have a ton of them. Ton of them. Hopefully today will be a very beautiful day. There is a park that I want to visit that I have not visited before, that Denisha Carter has talked about during some of our book meetings, and she goes out there to actually sit in the park and read. So I'll probably check that park out with you guys, and we will take our camping blanket and we will sit out there and do some reading together and some gaming. I think I'm gonna plug up my, what is it, my Nintendo Switch, and we'll probably do some gaming as well while we're outside enjoying the beautiful weather. But guys, anyway, I'm going to show you guys the books that we will actually be finishing up today. Y'all remember I was reading Lake from the Eisenberg Effect series. Y'all, I am 60-something% into this book, and I don't want this book to end. This book is so good. The writing is so good. You can follow it easily. It will make you just respond to different things that's going on in this book, and it makes me laugh so hard sometimes. The writing, it is just so great. Gray Huffington really did a great job with the Eisenberg Effect series. I saw that she had another series called the Domino Effect series. I think I will probably check that one out, because if I love the Eisenberg Effect series, I'm pretty sure that I might love the other series as well. These are the first set of books that I have read by her, so hopefully the Domino Effect series will be even better. But y'all, the dialogue, the storyline, the words, the descriptive writing, y'all, it just made me feel so good to be able to laugh, to be able to be like, you know, just the reaction that I was able to have when I was reading this book was just the best. The other book that I need to get finished is Delicate Condition. I picked this book up from my local library at the time of when it was an ARC, and I'm just getting to reading it. But guys, I think I'm really truly liking this book. This book is just basically about, it's a psychological thriller. It's about Annie Alcott, and she is desperate to have a family, and apparently she can't get pregnant the original way, so she is going through IVF, I think it's called, to actually have a kid. And like, she meets, and she's like she's some kind of, not a famous person, but a well-known person because of her job, and I can't really remember what her job was, but she's like a well-known person because of her job. So like, she, in the beginning, she was getting like creepy posts from like a certain person, this, that, and the other, and like it is just really heightening when she actually decided to go to the IVF clinic and get, you know, her embryos, her eggs, all the things, y'all. It is just so, it's so weird, but also it is heartfelt, because like a lot of us can't get pregnant and want kids and don't want to adopt and want to try to actually have a kid, and that just touched heart, because like everybody wants a family. So I will let you guys know how I feel about this book once I actually get it read. Those are the two books that I have on hand today, or at this moment, to read. But of course I have a ton of other books that I have on my ebook, or my Goodreads, I mean not Goodreads, or my Libby, Hoopla account, like all the things. I still have to read Heartless Hunter. It is the book club pick of the month for us to read, and I need to get it read by the 19th. I don't think I am going to get it read by the 19th unless I actually buy the audio off of Audible for it, because I have basically really not even started that book, but I do kind of want to read it before the actual book club meeting. So that is a challenge of mine, to actually get that book read. I have not, like, I don't even think I'm on page 20 in that book, y'all. I just been reading so many other books, but I'll probably just break down, buy it on Audible, just to be able to get it read for the time of when we are actually having the book club meeting. Also guys, I wanted to share with you guys my morning routine. Sometimes I take my protein shake and like a yogurt or a boiled egg, or you know, turkey sausage or whatever, but this morning, y'all, I'm actually eating Reese's Pieces cereal. I love that kind of cereal, so no protein shake this morning. Maybe not so healthy, but hey, sometimes we have those mornings. And I always take my vitamins in the mornings, and I am a sucker for a liquid vitamin, so I do the Mary Ruth liquid multivitamin. They have one that you can also take at night. I might try to check that out. And then they have one that is for hair, skin, and nails. I take a gummy for hair, skin, and nails, and then I also do collagen for the hair, skin, and nails. So I don't know if I'm going to pick up the one that is for hair, skin, and nails. I might pick up the one for nighttime. These are not as cheap as people would think they are. I think they're like $40 something for the big container, and then the small container I think it's like $24-25. So kind of you'll get your money's worth if you just buy the big container. Usually I use like 2% milk, or this milk, when I actually I will use like the 2% milk or this type of oat milk when I eat my cereal, just, you know, for the health of eating or drinking milk. I plan on also, guys, getting my book journal started. I need to get that book journal started because I really want to be able to share the book journal that I created with you guys. So we're going to spend a little time together getting that book journal started. And also, guys, I want to share with you guys my plants. So I always try to put my plants in front of a window so that they can get the maximum amount of daylight that they can. I don't always have them here, but I've been having them stationed here for probably about like the last week, just because they're like right there in front of the window, and then they're also right here where my vinyl record is. So yes, I play my plants music, I talk to my plants, just all the things, guys, and I'm just loving it. Y'all know I am a plant mom, and I really feel like some type of way about my plants. Don't mess with my plants, don't do anything to my plants. My plants, my books, those are like my total passion. as y'all can see, or y'all saw when I was showing you the plants, the day is so pretty. It is a little cool, so I'm not gonna go outside as of yet. I did do some skincare this morning. If y'all can see how my skin is just glowing, I did the peach and lily face mask today. I think I let it stay on for like over 30 minutes. They say you can let it stay on for 30 minutes, you can let it stay on for 3 hours, or you can let it stay on like overnight for the glass skin look. I don't even know how that will work for me for staying on overnight, because I am a tosser and a turner, so I feel like that mask will be in the bed by the time I wake up the next morning. I can't just sit in one spot or lay in one spot and sleep, but I might try it, especially from the way it helped to illuminate my skin this morning. And I think I like it. It is a pretty penny. I think it's like 8 in a pack or something like that for like $47. But guys, if it's going to give me skin that looks like this along with my Ola Hendrix skincare line, I will pay that. I love beautiful skin. I love shining skin, and I have oily skin, but this just does not look like oily skin. It just looks like healthy, radiant skin. So y'all also try out that peach and lily face mask. See if you guys like it. If you guys have already tried it, or any of the other line in the peach and lily skincare products, y'all drop it down in the comments. Let me know how y'all feel about that. I still have a little bit of my collagen to drink, so I am going to drink this rest of this collagen, fix me some cereal, and then I think I'm gonna sit down and I am going to try and definitely finish up on Lake. I'm gonna sit in my book room in my chair, comfortable, and try to finish up that book for this morning. I usually like to get up around like 5 o'clock and get some reading done, but I did not this morning. When my cycle is on, like, my body is just drained. It just feels so off. So I didn't get up at 5 o'clock this morning, but I definitely will get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I will set my alarm, get up at 5 o'clock, do some things with you guys, and then head to the library to actually get you guys loaded up and the vlog for you guys to see on sometime Sunday. So guys, y'all just join me for a day of reading and book reviews. All right guys, see you in a bit. Alright guys, so we actually finished 2 books today. I am so stinking proud of myself because I finished 2 books. One of the books was nothing but like 5 chapters, but it was like the 4th book in the Eisenberg Effect series. So as y'all know, we read Lake, which is the 3rd book in that series. Y'all, words cannot even explain this book. I will just say that if you are not a fan of true smut, true spice, and I mean red hot pepper greater than 10 spice, you don't need to read this book. You just need to just bypass the Eisenberg Effect series and just move on to a different set of books, because this book right here, I want to say that the 3rd book was the best book in that series. I loved this book. The way Lake reacted to Baisley and just the things that they said to each other, the things that they did, y'all, it will get you so freaking hot and bothered. That's why I said, if you don't like that kind of stuff, y'all, please bypass this book. Bypass this book because you will not like it. But I loved it. I loved it. It was a 10 out of 10 for me because the book was just freaking good. Her writing style was awesome. Her descriptive writing was top tier. The writing was easy to follow. Each book pretty much followed each other in like the perfect scenario. And y'all, this book was good. This book was so stinking good. I can't say a whole lot about the book without like, well, I guess I could. It was just pretty much about Lake, who is the brother of Lyric and Luca, which is the first 2 books. And it was basically just about him and Baisley's love story, and that's basically it. Basically, that is all this book was about. But it was just so cute. It was so heartfelt, and overall, it was just great writing. The last book in this series is Liam, who is the father of Lake, Lyric, and Luca. And I was looking at Great Huffington's writing, and I actually seen another series that that was written, and it was The Domino Effect. And I was like, well, I don't know if I want to read that or not. But I'm glad I read Liam, because when I read this book, The Domino Effect, made so much sense. So much freaking sense, y'all. And I don't have like the physical covers of these books, so I don't know if this will be a spoiler or not, so I'm not gonna say it. But Liam is just pretty much about him and Laura, which Laura and Liam is the mother and father of Lake, Lyric, and Luca. And it was just pretty much about one night that happened with them and what the results were. I'm just pretty much say it like that without like giving the whole book away. But Laura, y'all, throughout Lake, Luca, Lake, and Lyric, Laura was pretty much like, you know, a little in the shadows. You know, the mom and the dad was pretty much like in the shadows. But in Liam, the things that Laura said and the things that Laura did with those kids, honey, you thought Laura was just a ordinary woman. No ma'am, no ma'am. She was the shit. She was the shit, y'all. So now I think I'm going to try to finish Delicate Condition, which is a book that I had picked up from the bookshelf, which was an ARC, but I did not read it before it actually came out. And I told you guys what that book was about earlier. I wanted to try to go to some little free libraries today to put some books in there and see what they have, but family and friends seem to think that I don't have anything to do but sit around the house, so I'm waiting on 2 different people. So hopefully I can get out there, get those books in those little free libraries, and see what is actually in the little free libraries. If not, I will get up in the morning and go and try to have this vlog up to you guys Sunday before 5 o'clock. I want to get it out quicker than that. I know my public library, at least on the website, it says that it's open from 2 to 5. So I hope that they are, so that I can get this downloaded and uploaded to my YouTube channel. But guys, I just had so much fun reading those books. I got stuck on that couch and I could not get off that couch until I got done reading those 2 books. And that's just basically how I spent my morning. Even though I was on live on TikTok this morning, reading the last one at the wedding with my TikTok friends, but I still just pretty much read all day, and it was such a joy to be able to read all day like that. And like I told you guys, I really don't have much that I have going on, but I can still come on and talk to you guys, tell you guys what's going on in my life, and just, you know, put y'all into a little bit of how my Friday and Saturday actually is going. So what I do think I'm going to do though, guys, I am going to start on my book journal. So we're gonna start on my book journal together and see if I can like get on Pinterest or look at what's her name, her last name is Stewart, look at her, some of her vlogs on my computer and get some ideas from her on how to format my book journal, because I've been trying to get that done for quite some time now, and today just seems like a perfect day to do it because you guys are here with me. So yeah, we'll do that. See y'all in a bit. I know I mentioned in this vlog somewhere that I went book shopping on 2 different days, and I noticed that I never showed you guys the books that I actually bought. So here are the books that I got from Walmart. Well, Walmart on all of these books. I went to the Walmart in the city that I live in, and then I went to the Walmart in Tallahassee and actually found some bargain books in this little box. They were like $6.97, and let me show you guys what I got. So I have never heard of this author, Katharina Marina. It is called The Temporary Wife. We picked up this book from Walmart. The cover of it just looked so interesting to me, and I think there are other books that is like standalones, but I'm guessing kind of tied to this book. I'm not sure. I tried to look it up, and it didn't seem like this book was a series of some sort. But it says when Luca's secretary suddenly quits her job shortly after her family forces him into an unwanted engagement, he sets out to solve both problems by secretly marrying his secretary, Valentina, instead. The rules are simple. Don't fall in love, keep their marriage a secret at work, share a bed every night. It was meant to be a straightforward and mutual beneficial deal, but with each day that passes, it becomes clearer to Luca that the one thing Valentina wants is the only thing he can never do, letting her go. So I see that there is another book called The Unwanted Marriage. I don't know if it's like book 1 or 2 or something like that to this book, but guys, I thought the cover was absolutely stunning. It has sprayed edges, and then this right here is like how the beginning of each chapter look. The presentation of this book is really what brought my attention to this book as I flipped through it. As y'all know, I always flip through my books to see if there is a ton of dialogue, by which I see page breaks and not just whole full pages, which lets me know that there are no dialogue in this book, no conversation. It's just pretty much like a read by read or learning book or chapters, and I hate that in a book. I do not like to get books that that has that type of a reading in it. So we picked up The Temporary Wife by this author here. Y'all, spray edges and like graffiti in the book really sparks my attention when I buy books. I know a lot of people say don't judge a book by its cover, but sometimes I do. So we picked up a Jennifer Wigner book. It's called The Griffin Sisters Greatest Hits. I read some of the synopsis in this book and I felt like it might be a good read. I'm not sure, but y'all, I love music, and I don't know, the book just drew my attention. It says Sister Zoe and Cassie Grossberg was born just a year apart, but could not have been more different. Zoe, blessed with charm and beauty, yearned for fame from the moment she could see into her hairbrush. Cassie was a musical protege who never felt at home in her own skin and preferred the safety of the shadows. In the early 2000s, so this is a pretty recent book. When they were on the brink of adulthood, destiny intervened, captivating Zoe and Cassie into a spotlight as the pop sensation, the Griffin sisters, hitting all the touchstones of early fame. SNL, MTV, Rolling Stone magazines all along the way. But after a whirlwind year in the public eye, the band abruptly broke up. 2 decades later, Zoe's a housewife. Cassie's off with the grid. The sisters aren't speaking, and the real reason for the Griffin sisters' breakup is still a mystery. Zoe's teenage daughter, Cherry, who's determined to be a star in spite of Zoe's warnings, is on the quest to learn the truth about what happened to the band all those years. As secrets emerge, all 3 women must face the consequences of their choices, the one they made and the ones the music industry made for them. Can they forgive each other and themselves? And will the Griffin sisters ever make music again? So, yeah, I hope this was a good pick. I hope I will actually enjoy this book. I don't see a ton of just paragraphs, but there is some in here, but there are some dialogue as well. So I hope I end up liking this book, or of any case, I hope I can find the audio for it and actually read it that way. I have been seeing this book at Books A Million when I go to Books A Million all the time. Hang the Moon by Janetta Walls. I had been seeing this book, but I never picked it up because I did not want to pay full price for it, because I was like, I wonder if I'm gonna be interested in that book. So I seen it at Walmart, and as you can see, the price tag says $6.97. So I ended up picking it up just to because I don't know, I just wanted it. It says Sally is a daughter of the biggest man in a small town, born at the turn of the 20th century into a life of comfort and privileges. Sally remembers little about her mother, who died in a violent argument with her father, the charismatic Duke Kennard. When the Duke remarries and has a son, Sally tries to teach him to be as bold and resourceful as their father. And as Sally herself, but her daredevil coaching leads to an accident. Her stepmother, the Dukes, casts Sally out of the big house and out of town. Sally returns at 17. So how old was she when she got cast out of town? It really don't say. Determined to reclaim her place in a family riddled with secrets. This is a Prohibition era Virginia. Women have won the right to vote, but their lives haven't changed. Slavery is over, but lynching is not. Right and wrong don't always square up with illegal and illegal. Sally navigates the factors in the town and within her own family to forge her own path. Her journey is a wild ride. As the Cleveland Plain Dealer says, Jeanette Walls proves that the combination of gifting storyteller with great stories is both rare and intoxicating. And Sally Kincaid's Walls gives a magnificent young woman who refuses to be corralled. If you guys have read this book, y'all drop it down in the comments. Let me know if you have read this book. Looks like there's a ton of dialogue in it, y'all, and I love that. I love that in the book. Is this a historical fiction book, y'all? I see something about 1588. So I don't know. I'm thinking that this might be a historical fiction book. Y'all drop it down in the comments. Let me know. Is this a historical fiction book? If so, that might be directly up my alley, because as you guys know, I have gotten into historical fiction. And then I got this book by Christina Lauren, The True Love Experiment. I was trying to think when I was in Walmart if I actually had this book, but I don't have that many Christina Lauren books. So I called myself, sketched my bookshelves, and I did not see this book, because I only did that once where I bought a book that I already had, and after that I have never bought a book that I already had, because I always look at my bookshelves, because I always try to see what book I want to read next. So we did pick up True Love Experiment by Christina Lauren, and it says Fizzy is lost. Sure, hold on y'all. Alright, it says Fizzy is lost. Sure, she's got an incredible career as a beloved romance novelist with a slew of book sales under her belt, but when she's asked to give a commencement address, it hits her she hasn't been practicing what she's preached. Live your life like a romance novel. Fizzy hasn't even really been in love. Lust, definitely. But the sworn worthy can't stop thinking about him. All impassioned feeling she describes in her book. Nope, never. Worse still, the optimism she spent her career encouraging in writers is starting to feel like a lie. Connor Prince, documentary filmmaker and single father, loves his work because it allows him to live near his daughter. But when his profit-minded boss orders him to create a reality TV show, Connor is out of his element and concerned for his professional reputation. Despite to find a hook that will set his project apart from the myriad of dating shows already on the air, he finds the perfect solution after an encounter with his ex-wife's favorite author. What if he could show the queen of romance herself falling head over heels for all the world to see? Sparks fly when a romance novelist and documentary film join forces to create a perfect Hollywood love story, but only if they can keep the chemistry between them from taking the whole thing off script. I know, we'll see, guys. It was only $6.97, so if I don't like it, I really did not spend a whole ton of monies on the book. But guys, these are the few books that I picked up within the 2 days that I went to Walmart, and I was just surprised. I just had thought about it when I was showing you guys the books that I bought. All of these books came from Walmart. So Walmart do have some very good books. You just have to find the right Walmart that is housing all the books. But yeah, so guys, again, we got to get to our book journal. I know I always procrastinate with that, but I don't want to do that today. I feel like working in my book journal. Good morning, y'all. Happy Sunday. Yeah, this is the actual day that this vlog is supposed to go up. So hopefully it will go up later today. If not, it will be Monday. So we are going to Little Free Libraries to give this big stack of books away. I am not going to give you guys a haul on what books that are actually in this stack. Is whenever I get to the Little Free Library and about to give the books away, I'll just show you guys what book it is that we are actually giving away at that time, because I really didn't have time to give you guys a haul, and I'm sorry about that. But you still will be able to see which ones that I'm giving away, and hopefully down in the comments you guys won't say, well, you should have kept that one, because if so, it will be a little too late, because I am actually giving them away. I just don't want to read them anymore. I just will not read them again. Remember guys, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to tell a friend, tell that friend to tell a friend, and everybody just tell a friend, and so that they can become a subscriber to my channel and to this great big family that we have of book lovers. So I'm only going to a few, not going to a whole lot of them this morning, because I want to be able to get this vlog downloaded and all, so that you guys will be able to enjoy it. And I hope you guys do enjoy it, because I actually enjoyed making this one, even though like I didn't have anything specific that I had to actually talk about today or for this vlog. And I don't even know how this, oh there you go. But oh, I'm sorry guys, I did not get to doing that book journal last night because family came over, and then family was on the phone. Like y'all, I was on the phone with family for like an hour and 30 something minutes when I was supposed to be doing the actual book journal for you guys. So sorry about that, but we did not get a chance to do that. But we are going to these Little Free Libraries and giving the community some books that maybe some people can't actually really afford, which I love doing that. And then later today, I don't know what I will be doing or if I will be doing anything, but I do have to try to come up with another vlog that I am going to actually do for you guys. And I don't know, I have a huge feeling that it might be a bookstore vlog. So like it don't want to come on, or it's not connecting to my DJI. I don't know, and I kind of wanted to use it, but it does not seem like it's connecting to you guys. Alright guys, so I will see you guys at the first Little Free Library that we stopped to. Alright guys, Little Free Library number 1. And this one is actually in front of a liquor store. I was so surprised that they actually had this one in front of a liquor store, but people who drinks like to read too. This one is fuller than I have ever seen it, so we're gonna see what books that they have in here that I might want. And it doesn't look like they have anything in here that really appeases me. So this is the book that we're gonna put in here. It is the first book to the Hunger Games. Y'all, I really did not enjoy this book at all, so I did not buy any of the other books to this series. So we're gonna stick that in there, and we're also going to stick Crazy House by James Patterson. I actually really did enjoy this book, but I don't think I will read it again, so I am going to give it to someone who will actually read it again. Hi guys, Little Free Library number 1. We're coming up to a Little Free Library number 2. It is one that I recently discovered, and it is such a cute little free library. So I think I am going to put 2 books into this one as well. I gotta get out my seatbelt first, y'all. It kind of looks just like the little house, and it is just such the cutest little free library. See, y'all, it is so stinking cute. And a lot of times they have some very nice books in here. See, they have Better Than the Movies in here. This one is called 13 Wishes. Very nice books. They usually have nice books in here. Don't see anything that I actually would want, but I do have Better Than the Movies, and then The Mending Summers. I don't know, I might try to get this one, y'all. The cover of it looks really nice. So anyway, this right here is one of the books that we will be putting in this little free library, The Dark Window. I like that series of book, but I did not. And then we're gonna put Firekeeper's Daughter in here as well. Very nice, cutesy little free library. It is so cute. All right, y'all, little free library number 2. This next one that we are coming up to is at the Thomasville Center of Arts. It's close to a school, so I always like to try and put books into this little free library with it being close to a school. And then there is like a ton of people that actually comes to this Thomasville Center of Arts because they actually have like a ton of different things going on at this place. I don't know what they got coming up next, but you guys see that they have something. They always have something like on the trees or something just kind of like mimicking like what they are actually going to do next, or like what is coming up next. On the inside of this building, it is very nice. The floors creak when you actually like walk on them. That just lets you know like how old this actually establishment is. And I feel like that is great, and then it is actually still being used, you know. Y'all, I need to wash my hair, but I don't know, I kind of like it when it gets to the point of it's like dirty and just want to do its own thing. But anyway, we are right here to this little free library, and I'm going to show you guys the books that I am going to put in there before we get out of the car. We're going to put Starling House in there, by Alex E. Hallrow. I guess that's how you say his name. We're going to put this book in there. We are going to put a Stacey Willingham book in there, Only If You're Lucky. And I'm not going to too many other little free libraries. So the ones that I go to, I am going to start putting at least 3 books in there. And we're going to put this one, Between Lovers and Friends by Charlene, that author. Y'all, I just love these little things. And this one always seemed not to have a lot of books in it whenever I actually do come. And then, like, if it does, it's like, to me, it's like the books don't make sense. So we're just gonna add ours to the stack. So little free library number 3. Y'all, I just thought about something when I just was looking in that little free library. This hair is just so dry feeling to me. But anyway, I just thought about something when I was just looking and putting those books into that little free library. I don't know if you guys looked at that vlog or not, but I actually wrapped some books and put them in like all the little free libraries around Christmas time. And guys, I do not see any of my wrapped books in these little free libraries. So that means everybody picked up a wrapped gift for Christmas out of the little free library, and I hope they enjoyed the book. I just thought, it just happened to dawn on me, y'all, and that is such a great feeling. Like, there is, like, all the little free libraries that I just went to, I put wrapped Christmas paper books in those little free libraries, and there are none in there. So I'm hoping that they just wasn't like taken out of the little free library by like the people who actually owns the little free libraries, or somebody picked them up and actually unwrapped them. Y'all, that feels so good, so freaking good. All right, y'all, so this next one that we are going to visit is in downtown Thomasville, and it is like by where people are constantly at, because there is a restaurant there. So I love to actually take books to this one, because I am actually very kind of disappointed a lot of times when I go to this one, because so many people are like in the area of where this little free library is, and this little free library is like always empty. So I don't know if that is a good thing or a bad thing. Like, it could be a good thing that the books are actually being gotten from the little free library to be read, but then it can be a bad thing because maybe people are actually not putting books into this little free library. So we're gonna put some in there today. We're gonna put 3 of them in there today. And y'all, I swear every time I come here, there are people working at this actual establishment. Never fails. So anyway, the books that we're gonna put in this one is The Husband. We're gonna put The Husband in there. We are going to put The Davenports in there, and we're also going to put a Megan Golden book. It's called Stay Alive. All right, y'all, this is the area. Y'all know I completely always love this area, and this is the little free library. And like I said, y'all, every time I come here, this little free library is actually empty. So I don't know if that is a good thing or a bad thing, but we are going to put our 3 books in here, and hopefully somebody will actually enjoy them. All right, guys, so this is the area And like I said, I love coming here. It is a great reading spot on the weekend because there is nobody here, but they're actually doing some work today. So yeah. The best thing about downtown Thomasville is just the scenery. It is beautiful. All right, y'all, so this is the last one that we're gonna go to. It's one that I do not frequent as much as I probably should, but we're going today, and I have 3 books that I want to put in this little free library. And y'all, I think I've passed it. All right, guys, so we are at our last little free library for today. I did not bring that many books, so we did not look in too many little free libraries. This one, the building that it is at was actually empty at one point, but I see that somebody has actually bought the building. So it says Sweet Basil's Health and Food and Wellness Center. So that is pretty good. I think that's really nice that somebody has actually bought the building, and it seems like it might be like a good cause. But let me show you guys the books that I am going to put into this little free library. It's actually the series. I did not realize that I actually left the whole series to go in one little free library by itself, which is a-okay because a series needs to stay together, right? So the series is Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. So we're going to be putting these books in this little free library. Again, it is the series. So this is book 1, Once Upon a Broken Heart. And I think this one is the second book to the series, The Ballad of Never After. This is the second book. And then this is the actual third book, A Curse of True Love. So these are the 3 books that will go into this last little free library that we are visiting today. All right, y'all. People are getting out of church, and you can hear the church bells, just the ringing, y'all. But here is this little free library that we are actually putting this series in. And they always seem to have some books in their little free library, but most of the time none of them actually suits my fancy. Oh gosh, y'all, I think this is the book that my coworker was actually talking about, The Shack. Y'all, I actually found it in the little free library. Oh my gosh, I am going to have to definitely let her know. But anyway, guys, we are going to put our few books inside this little free library. Alright, guys. Y'all, I actually looked on my Amazon to see if this is the book that my the nursing supervisor at my job, to see if this was the book that she actually was telling me about. And guys, it is called The Shack, and it is by William P. Young. This is the actual book that I was going to buy on Amazon that my nursing supervisor at my job actually was telling me about. Y'all, that is a freaking freakish, y'all. So I'm so happy that I found it at this little free library, so I don't have to buy it. And I am definitely going to have to let her know that I found this book. So guys, I'm going to read y'all the synopsis of this book because I am just so excited that I actually seen it in this little free library. It says Mackenzie Allen Phillips' youngest daughter, Misty, Missy has been abducted during a family vacation, and evidence that she may have been brutally murdered is found in an abandoned shack deep in the Oregon wilderness. 4 years later, the midst of the great sadness, Mac receives a suspicious note, apparently from God, inviting him back to the shack for a weekend. Against his better judgment, he arrives at the shack on a wintry afternoon and walks back into his darkest nightmare, where he finds what he finds there will change Mac's world forever. In a world where religion seems to grow increasingly irrelevant, the shack wrestles with the timeless question, where is God in a world so filled with unspoken pain? The answers Mac gets will astound you and perhaps transform you as much as it did him. You will want everyone you know to read this book. So guys, I am so stinking excited about that. Wow. Alright guys, so that was all the books that we gave to the Little Free Library today, and I just love being able to do that. I have a ton of other books in my house that, well, not a ton, because I actually been giving away some books pretty frequently, so I don't have that many left that I am actually willing to give away. So we will do another Free Little Library hunt soon. But guys, we're gonna end this vlog. I sure appreciate you guys for joining me, for sticking with me, and for a vlog that I really just did not have much that I had going on. So guys, we're gonna end this vlog. I'm gonna let you guys see what I am actually reading now. It is an A.E. Valdez book. It is called All I've Wanted, All I've Needed. So I'm actually currently reading this book right now, and I think I'm kind of liking it. Harlow, she I don't know what I feel about the book so far. I'm only like a few chapters in, so I'm not quite sure what I am feeling about this book right now. But I don't have the physical book in hand, so I'm actually reading it off of my Kindle, but I do have the audio to it, so I'm reading it off of Kindle, but I'm also listening to it with Hoopla audio version from Hoopla, and I'm glad that I'm doing that. I think this is like the second or third book that I am doing that way, because it gives me so much time on my Kindles, my Kindle Paperwhite and my Kindle Scribe, because I really have been treating them like they are the stepchilds. And I love my Kindles. I love looking at my Kindles. I love reading off my Kindles. I can read off of my Kindles at night when I, don't want to have a light on and I still want to read. So I have missed those Kindles, and I am so freaking glad that I decided to get back onto those Kindles. So I'm just so freakish happy about it. I'm freaking happy about it. So guys, anyway, thank you guys for joining me during this really didn't have anything to do vlog, and I love you guys. I hope you guys are all subscribe to my channel, and y'all make sure y'all tell a friend about my channel, get them to subscribe to my channel. And thank y'all again so much for 1,016 subscribers as of right now. And guys, I will see you guys in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.